Today was my 11th day on the road during my European tour. I started the day in Austria and was heading to Slovenia. My route was taking me towards the Vrsic Pass, and it sounded a bit too brutal for my liking on this day, and I just did not have the legs. On closer inspection, I realised that my instincts were right and so took a detour, but what I didn't expect was to end up in Italy, although only briefly along the way. The day I ended up in Italy by accident. What a pick-me-up it is when you arrive in a new country. The cycle paths were incredible as I rejoined the Alp Adria trail, which I'd ridden a little of coming out of Salzburg. Wow. Just wow. Morale is high after that grouchy start. And yes, it was a bit of a grouchy start, but nothing coffee and some nice views couldn't fix. And then I rolled over the border into Slovenia, excited for the next stage of my tour. This is Lake Jasna, located near Kranjska Gora, with such beautifully clear water. It was stunning. Found myself a lovely campsite, pitched up and cooked myself some tea. There was a crazy thunderstorm overnight with amazing screeching owls and then followed by rain. In fact, 72 hours of rain. I was just glad to be somewhere with facilities to stay put for a couple of days, and it just allowed for some resting as well. But it really was a beautiful campsite spot. Still raining. I really don't want to go out there. Just a little bit of rain then. It did clear up in the evening for a little stroll, but soon started again overnight. But the locals were saying it would dry up tomorrow, and I trusted them more than my weather apps. I was right to listen to the locals as the rain cleared up. I spent some time once again packing away wet camping kit and was on my way. I was really excited about this ride as I'll be climbing the Vrsic Pass. It's a mountain pass in the Julian Alps in northwest Slovenia and has an elevation of 1,611 metres. It's also the highest pass in Slovenia and has a total of 50 switchbacks up and down, 9.2 kilometres in length and 8.2% average gradient. It was beautiful and atmospheric in the clouds. 5 miles to go to the top. A little bit of respite in the middle of the climb. .57 miles to go, 9%, 1,289 feet ascent remain. 1.26 miles to go, 666 feet to go, an average gradient of 10%. Feels hard to breathe up here. Don't know whether that's the altitude. I didn't think I'd be high enough for that, but yeah, it's a slog. But pedal by pedal, I'm getting up it. But as tough as cycling up mountain passes is, especially when carrying your worldly belongings, it really is the most satisfying thing when you reach the summit. Don't be deceived by my suffering pain face, I love it really. Well, love-hate sometimes, but it's worth it in the end. And there was descending to follow. It wasn't my favourite descent with so many switchbacks and campervan traffic, but the views were just stunning. Slovenia really is a beautiful place with breathtaking views at every turn and big on outdoor activities, so popular with cyclists, mountain bikers, hikers, climbers, all enjoying the outdoors. I've got myself up the mountain, got myself off the mountain. It's always the case, you get up these things, you've got to get back down again. I have to say, you know, I've descended quite a few loads of different climbs, but didn't love that one. It's quite a technical descent with loads of switchbacks. It's not until you get a little bit further down that you can get into a good rhythm. I had a campervan following me behind, because on a bike you descend faster than the traffic, and I pulled over at the bottom so they could pass, and they gave me I gave them a thumbs up to say thanks, and you know, they gave me a really good, like, well done kind of thank you. And I was getting that when I was climbing as well, so yeah, it just makes it feel good. You feel good when you get that sort of encouragement. Kudos. Just having a little look in the churches because they're just amazing. Look at this. So clear. What a place. Okay. Well, it's finally happened. Da, da, da. Fix my puncture. It's not seated properly. I need a track pump. I need a bouncy ride. Found one. So glad that's sorted. God, today really has had its challenges. The rain, packing all my kit up in the rain, getting over that bloody mountain, getting down the mountain, fixing the tyre, then the tyre not seating properly. Jesus. Right, I want to ride another 20 miles and then I want to find somewhere to stay. All of my kit smells so bad, so I could do with somewhere just to wash my kit. Yeah, it's not attractive. But we'll see how it goes, but it's stunning, and I'm just so glad my tyre's fixed, so I can enjoy it again now, so fingers crossed for a smooth ride. Goodness, the state of me. I rode through Slovenia in a total of 3 days and camped at campsites which were all really nice, reasonably priced and with good facilities, so it helped to get all of my kit clean and dry and just feel fresh for the day. My route took in road and off-road routes and often went along waters which were beautifully clear and nearly looked a bluey turquoisey colour. Beautiful. Slovenia has some great off-road sections through forests and just lovely gravel tracks, and it's really nice just feeling even more remote and closer to nature when I'm cycling. And also good to get off-road because the drivers are a little crazy there at times. not always leaving much room and passing pretty quick as well. Slovenia day 4, 1,000 feet in 10 miles. Yeah, go on then. Turns out the way to Croatia is all uphill. 45 miles of it. Christ. It's all about the wine around here. It really was a great experience travelling through this wonderful small country, and I have many fond memories of Slovenia.